What's up? I'm on Chyla, all that good stuff. My day is going pretty good. Hopefully yours is. You can always leave a comment on that if you wish. Now I have a question, as it is I start this. Was it necessary for what it is you see within Tennessee, or wherever that happened to be? For what it is amongst the news you happen to see? Could it be that someone was within negligence for what they act with such negligence? According to what information you happen to see, where would be a reasonable cause? Within what evidence has been shown, there is no reasonable cause. And yet, you wonder why you are in court. Because of that cause? Where would be the proof of this with reasonable cause, according to what has been shown? Within the car is what should have been shown, not outside in a plot of dirt. That was not exactly the safest plot of dirt. Normally, just a ticket there would be. So where is the evidence for this negligent act that we happen to see? Do not get it twisted. I stand for law and order and all that. But what happens when ones happen to try to abuse that? Very simple to understand. Within the evidence, do you have a foot to stand? Or are you as a house that is divided, that cannot stand, for it is one that happens to be divided? If there is proof, then why will it be that you are scared to show this proof? Within what it is that I have seen as far as this lady that I speak of when I speak of this, there was no reason for what had happened. Under the evidence, only within the car and a ticket should have happened. Other than that, there was no reasonable cause. Unless, if it is, you were to try to show that reasonable cause. Would it be that negligence would have been shown? Is that why you are too scared for this evidence to be shown? Have you not learned from previous experiences? In your arrogance, that would be why you're in court, because of your arrogance. Does it mean that she had not broke a simple law, but within a normal traffic law? Do they normally pull you out, put you upon the ground, and push down? No. Usually you stay in your car and you stay planted on the wheels that are on the ground. Could have been easier ways. Could have told her to go wherever it was she needed to upon that day, within the safe area, and give her just a simple ticket upon that day. But instead, it is you that happens to get the ticket. For your negligence, I hope you enjoy your very well-deserved ticket. But it will cost you more than what it would cost of her. Unless you can show there was reasonable cause for what you did to her. The evidence that you happen to show does not show that that was where she should have gone, or where it was for her to go. But the evidence that she happened to show is the negligence of what simple procedures you did not know. I hope this might be an experience for you to grow. Even if it was, you weren't to show. Where would be that reasonable cause for a simple traffic violation? No warrants, no guns out, no nothing. And yet you acted as if it was like that? That kind of something? Did she threaten you with bodily harm? But yet you do that to her. I hope you enjoy for what it is that is the truth. What's the matter? Can't show the evidence, for you are too scared of what is the truth? But do not get it twisted. According to the information, you are the one that happened to try to twist it. Even within what the news happened to have shown. Maybe it was the media for the corruption, maybe they happened to have shown. But within what information that they claim to had pursued up to, do you see this woman get put to the ground and the only thing you see is her upon the ground, not what led up to. False information of the news you show to me and the ones that I would call you. Do not think that I do not stand for you. As far as law enforcement and other things. But when there is negligence that happens to be seen, and you act as if it is not a big deal, what happens if justice is served and you cannot appeal? Protect and serve. Right. For what happened within that? Was there reasonable cause for what it is that we have seen that many think is not right? Where would this proof be? For me, I have yet to see. I've only seen things that incriminate you, not the one that you claim was within the wrong. For a simple traffic violation. Window rolled down and a ticket. Is that wrong? Or being pulled out of your car? So the next time I get pulled over, should I expect to be pulled out of my car? Within many states as well, just so you know this. If an officer asks you to get out of the car, you realize you do not have to comply? Unless they have reasonable cause that requires you to comply. So even within that, you may have been negligent within what it is you did with that. Even within what it is that upholds the law, sometimes there's a little bit of corruption for the ones that withhold the law. Those are the ones that I speak against. Not the ones that do it right, and do not have negligence, for they know how to do it right. So, was it necessary? Without a shadow of a doubt. Of course, in court you will have to do that. Without a doubt. Can you prove you had reasonable cause? If you cannot show it to public, what's the matter? Have no reasonable cause? Under for what it is that has been shown. No evidence for what has been shown and for the pictures that you have caused. Was there any reasonable cause? Might want to think twice. Just imagine if there was more than one video from someone else that thought the same as me and did not have prejudice for what it is that you wish to be seen. Be wary as it is that you act. You never know who's watching you as it is you act. So, is this how it will go? Twist and turn for what it is that happens to be seen if it was the media? Or did you not notice another thing? Pay attention to what has been seen. Claim to go backwards. Here's your problem. At the first part, there's a cop that comes behind them. It shows them entering. Pay attention to the last video. It shows them exiting. Cop was still behind them. So how could they back up if there was a cop that was behind them? Lying for what evidence? Is that yet more proof of your arrogance and your negligence to ones that can notice the truth? What's the matter? Do not like being shown to not show the truth? Yes, they may have broken a simple, very, very, very putting a person upon a ground worthy offense, but with reasonable cause, within what it is that is within what you have done. Being in court, is that reasonable cause for what it is you have done? Even within what was shown after what has not been shown that has pursued up to. Even within the claim of resisting arrest. Did you not know that there was something on her? Maybe not resisting you, but what was on her because of you? You think they all fell off as soon as she was brought up? Was probably still biting her as it was she was brought up. Do you know what it feels like to get bit by those ants? How about you put your hand by one of those? Oh, and make sure it's held down, too. See what happens and how you react. You ever think of that? Reasonable cause for what may have happened along her side. But is there any for what it is that happened amongst your side? According to the evidence that has been shown that you have claimed to be evidence. And I know within that area, where is the body cam of the lady being pulled out of the car, which was, technically speaking, the more logical area? Would there be negligence shown if it were you were to show this? Besides this, do not forget that you pulled behind her. You also broke the law if you followed her that was behind her. What other direction could she have gone? Pay attention and you will notice. Not saying that she was not wrong, but out of the two, which one had more negligence, her or you? Do you wish to continue to be in court? Ones that are supposed to put others within court. Might wish to have that one to be retrained. Without proof, negligence was shown and is required to be retrained. So was it necessary? Under what I have seen, it was not necessary. A simple traffic ticket would have been the proper choice. Under what evidence has been shown, that was the only proper choice. What's the matter? Do not like the truth being spoken through somebody else's voice. At least as far as what it is that has been allowed to be shown. So how about your proof that negligence was not on your actions? Is there any proof of your reasonable cause and your actions? Or was there not? Until you such prove things as this. Without a shadow of a doubt. By the way, I wish to mention another thing you may have noticed. For those that may have watched. Why would it be the volume happened to have been muted when it was that the door was opened? Why would that be muted? Was there negligence for what it is the cop had said? Or are you trying to hide evidence for what it is? So, within that event, Where's your proof that you had right to do for what it is that happened within that event? Do you have any? Does the woman have plenty? Do you show negligence for what it is that was your actions? Even if there was simple traffic violations within her actions, even within the resisting arrest, try to have some ants on your face and see what you do, my friend. Adrenaline happened to be going fight or flight, trying to protect where it is you are going. Arrogant fool. Do not put in something that you do not understand circumstance. By the way, they said they were backing into kids. Where are the proof of these kids? Even within the video, it shows for where it was that was behind her. More than likely, if that was true, they would still be behind her. But also, do not forget about the cop car that happened to be behind her. That was shown upon the first and the second, for they pulled up in the front upon the second. False evidence, is it that you say? According to the proof, that is what I would say. Attention to detail. Where is your attention to detail? For what it is you show and claim to be the detail? I have not seen for what it is you have claimed. And that is why your arrogance and negligence for her she has claimed. So, I'll pretty much put what it is I just said plainly, so you may understand in case you cannot understand simple poetry. For this woman in Tennessee, according to the evidence, the only thing you happen to see is when she opens her door, it cuts the scene, and then the next thing you see her on the ground, screaming because of where they put her. And they claim that to be pursuing up to. No, that did not lead up to, because you do not see them pull her out of the car. So where is the evidence of her being pulled out of the car? And before so, to show you had reasonable cause to not just give her a ticket, and upon the ground for what video now happens to be shown. If it were you were to show that, within that area, because of the size of it as well, every single must wear a body cam as well. So, why is that body cam not being shown? Would it be amongst what it is this cop happened to have done? Would there be negligence for what they have done? And you wonder why there is being a lawsuit that is being done. But also don't get it twisted. I stand for ones that uphold the law but are not twisted. Pretty simple as that. But also, is the media twisting for what it is they are showing with that? But not only that, pay attention to the first. She turns right, or left, my bad. Now, in the next cutscene, you notice that her vehicle, she comes in, according to you, would be on this side. Goes around and she's coming out on the other side. But there's a cop car behind her. That's shown within the first. Claim that she backed up. How could she if there's a cop behind her? But also, they don't show the video in between that either, do they? So this claim of her backing up towards kids, where's the video of that? Because you more than likely had your dash cam on too, huh? Was there negligence for what it is you claim? Hmm? And within what it is that has been shown. So what proof and truth within that so far can be shown? The only thing you have shown, my cop friends, is your negligence from the start to the end. Besides the fact, a simple traffic violation. Rolled down window, ticket for that kind of violation. So where is the reasonable cause for pulling her out of the car? You do not see any for what resulted for what it is that has been shown after she is out of the car. Where's the proof of your reasonable cause? And that is why you are being sued, for you had no reasonable cause. This one will be a bit shorter than what it is I normally go. But if you pay attention for what it is I have said as far as this, and how truth actually goes, for the truth, for what it is you happen to have shown, all you gotta do is pay attention, and it shall be known. Well, that looks like all the time I have for now. So, until next time.